welcome back to another session with Tarot Teasers. This is really fun to do it in this method. If you guys have been following me for some time, you would know that I would do Tarot Teasers in my stories in Instagram, which was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed doing. I think the problem that I learned when I was doing it through that medium was that it took me a lot of time to put it together and edit it, add all the GIFs, and like make sure that it went out on like a good timely manner. And some of you guys may know that I actually have like a full-time day job, and when I started doing Tarot Teasers, I was actually a student on top of this too, so didn't necessarily have like the schedule to keep up with like consistent posting in that way. And I've learned over time that I do a lot better if I batch create content and then just have it available throughout the month to like, post when I'm ready for it to go posted. So anyway, I wanted to move Tarot Teasers over to YouTube. I've done some pick a card readings in the past, but I would like to continue with that. So if that is something that sounds good to you, then keep on watching. If you haven't been a part of this before, please be sure to subscribe and like the video because that helps me understand what kind of videos you'd like me to create in the future. So with that said, let's jump right in. We have 3 cards today, or I should say group number 1 is represented with this pink coffin-shaped gemstone. Group number 2 here with this jade turquoise mushrooms-shaped stone. And then group 3 here is represented with this teardrop opalescent stone. 3 groups. And normally what I would do with Tarot Teasers is I'd get like an overall energy for the week ahead. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to take this card here. So we have here Mountain Road, and it says you are on the road to success. Super cool. So we're going to go ahead and, go through each of these different groups. What I would like you to do is take some time to decide which group you feel the most connected to, and then I'll have little timestamps for you to skip to that part of the reading. But feel free to pause the video if you need to think about it, and I will see you in your group. Okay, welcome group number 1. This is represented here with the pink gemstone. So let's go ahead and unpack the cards and see what we have to work with today. So, we have ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Then we have the world reversed, the 5 of Pentacles reversed, and the 8 of Wands. Interesting. All right, so what is your situation? You have here the world reversed. Now, the world is typically represented as like Saturnian energy, meaning that it's like growth, discipline, transformation from one chapter into the next. And usually the world signifies the end of a cycle and moving into the next. Now, with it reversed, it could mean for you that you might be stuck in a specific cycle or stuck in needing to learn a certain specific lesson. And it could be in relation to romantic or business type relationships, obviously, based off of the card that we have here. Overall, though, it's obviously reassuring because we see here that you're on the road to success. Why do you need to know this information? We have here the 5 of Pentacles reversed. 5 of Pentacles in the upright signifies like excommunication, being shunned away from community. Now, Pentacles in particular are connected to the element of earth, which is related to physical, tangible items, professional, like your career, your finances, your physical, like space of living, and also long-term relationships. So this could represent, with it being reversed, keeping relationships that you shouldn't be holding on to, whether it is romantic or business related. I'm more inclined to think that this is financially related, like something having to do with your career. And maybe you're stuck in a specific job that you're not happy in, that you want to get rid of, or you want to eventually get away from the job and pursue maybe some kind of a business where you work in partnership with someone else, or like you involve only a very small specific amount of people. Like it just feels like you're moving from a larger group or corporation or community into something smaller and something that's more authentically run and something that is more of like a heart-spaced business, like something that's coming from the heart. How do you get through to this situation? It's going to be some chaos. You're going to need to buckle up because you have here the Eight of Wands, which is representing crazy amounts of growth and change and opportunity. And you really just have to buckle in for the ride and keep up with the information. There could be a lot of action that you'll need to take in a short period amount of time that's going to progress you from where you are now to where you want to be. But once the dust is settled, you're going to be in a really good position to be doing the thing that you want to be doing. It feels more like the dream job or the dream business, like something related to, like I said, a heartfelt business, right? Let's see if we can get some more detail and more information on this. Okay. So we had the Justice card come through. It's Libra energy. It could mean quite literally something related to the law, like dealing with the law, or it could also be related to getting even or getting your retribution or getting what you are owed or deserved after all of the time and effort and energy and you've put into someone else's dream. Ace of Wands reversed tells me that you may have had a lot of difficulties lately too with like your creative projects and your endeavors. And I think this is just an indication that you are going to be moved into the position of being able to pursue that creative business idea. And it does make me think about like insecurities of like, this isn't going to contribute, like the thought of this isn't going to contribute anything to society because it's a creative pursuit and not like something substantial like in tech or like some kind of a job that like helps society progress. But I think I would argue against this because this is actually something I was thinking about myself. People who are expressing themselves creatively are doing spiritual work. And what you're doing is you're leading by example for other people to remind themselves to come forward into life authentically. You are being a beacon of light for people to show them how much abundance everyone can experience in this life if they prioritize their creative pursuits over the needs of other people and corporations. I think that as a collective, we are so indoctrinated with the thought of we need to be contributing to society. Work is something that's not meant to be enjoyed. And I think that especially with Pluto beginning to enter into Aquarius at the time of filming this, that's starting to change. I think society is starting to realize that the more we prioritize the things that authentically bring us joy, the more justice, the more balance we actually bring to society at large. So expect a lot of really big changes coming your way. You are meant to do this. You are meant to be on this life path. And I think because you're here and listening to this message, there is a part of you that knows that. And once there is like a little bit of subconscious feeling of this is meant for me, the universe will bring that to you. There is no stopping that. So even if you were to try to bottle up these feelings and not to pursue this life goal or this dream, the universe is going to create chaos in order to make this dream a reality for you so that you can experience it. Once you're there, however, it is going to be up to you to determine if you want to continue pursuing this, because it does take a devotion of time and effort and energy on your part to devote into the business to make it stronger. But you will be given the opportunity to see a glimpse into the future of what your life could look like if you were to continue with this creative pursuit. So I hope that this was insightful for you, my friends. Please let me know which group you picked in the comments and how you felt like it resonated with you. I would love to hear how this connects into your life. And I will connect with you again in the next reading. Alrighty, welcome my friends to group number 2. You picked the group that has this mushroom stone here. So let's go ahead and unpack the cards and see what we have. We have archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Super cool. Then we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, ooh, and then the Page of Pentacles reversed. Very interesting, heavy queen energy so far. So biggest things that come to mind when we see a bunch of queens, stay in place, is queens represent divine feminine energy. Feminine energy is all about receiving. It's about, but more than just receiving anything, this is about being very clear and concise and decisive about what things, people, relationships, gifts, business opportunities, money, etc., you will allow into your life, right? So what is your situation here? You are currently giving Queen of Wands energy off to everyone around you. Queen of Wands is fire energy, so this is connected to Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy. And my favorite way to describe the Queen of Wands is that this is someone who's like the life of the party. This is someone who brings the best out of everyone that comes into contact with you. And this could be like what you are looking to become, and you're already showing glimpses of that. It also is a card that references being a leader to a large group of people. Like this is someone who can experience fame and be good at being famous. And it can also be someone who like can run large companies and like do amazing humanitarian efforts as well. Why do you need to know this information? Queen of Pentacles. It looks like you're being called to focus on your finances right now as a means of getting to this space. You could have really big dreams in terms of like creating a large business for yourself or a large audience for yourself on social media. You know, it makes me think about profiles like Her First 100K, which is a woman that I like to follow who teaches other women how to grow their financial portfolio through investing and teaching women how to better manage their budget and their savings and things like that. So if you haven't heard of her, definitely go check her out. But this looks like where your focus should be. And by becoming the Queen of Pentacles, meaning getting to be very in tune with your finances and very in tune with your living situation and creating like a devoted ritual around that, it's going to be easier for you to embody and become this Queen of Wands energy. How do you do this? Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles in the upright tends to represent like opportunities coming your way in terms of financial success or opportunities. So like new career paths, new financial gains, things like that. When I get it reversed, it just makes me think that you already have all of the tools and all of the skills that you need in order to be successful in terms of managing your finances well. You just have to put in the work. You just have to give a small amount of time, whether it's 10 minutes a day or like an hour a week, to building that relationship with your finances and then creating that habit, which will then help you to embody this Queen of Wands energy. We also have here, obviously, the archway, new opportunities opening up. Maybe this is an opportunity that has been kind of like in the back of your mind for some time now. Maybe it's like a class that you wanted to take or like a specific coach that you wanted to work with, and maybe that just wasn't working out. And now it's going to be the opportunity to come back to that. It just feels overall, it's like you already have everything you need. This isn't about bringing anything new in. This is about going back to the resources that you already are aware of and now having this newfound opportunity to pursue that better. So that's cool. Okay, what else do we need to know? Okay, ooh, the moon. Moon is Piscean energy, which means trusting your intuition here. And then we also have the Lover's card reversed. This could indicate trouble in paradise if you are in a relationship where the focus is not really on your relationship with your romantic partner right now. If you're single, it's just an indication to say your time is going to be focused on your independent relationship with your money, not on a romantic interest. And the moon is, again, going back to that Piscean energy, this is about tapping into your intuition here to help you visualize what the end goal is supposed to be. With the Lovers coming in, it may mean that you've been putting more focus lately on your romantic relationships. And it sounds like this is just Spirit saying, no, do not put your focus on the romantic relationship, because you need to level up first. And then after you level up, that's when you'll experience improvement within your romantic relationships. The moon is all about visualizing for yourself the end goal and trusting that even though you don't know the path to get there, your higher power, God, universe, source, whatever term you want to use, is going to lay out the stone pathway to get you there one brick at a time. You have to trust the process here. So all in all, this is just an indication of it is the time to focus on your finances and go back to the resources that you already have. If you're not sure, ask source to help guide you in that. Ask for a simple signal or angel number to give you that good nudge that you know that you're on the right path, and trust that you're already doing it and it will happen. So there you go. That's the message for group number 2. Alrighty, welcome group number 3. If you picked it, you picked this beautiful opalescent teardrop stone. So let's go ahead and see what we have to unpack today. So we have here wishbone, a wish is granted. Then we also have the Page of Wands reversed, the 7 of Pentacles reversed, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, very interesting. Overall, there's definitely like an indication that it's probably time to walk away from something or someone. So let's unpack it. What is your situation? Page of Wands reversed. Makes me think about a romantic pursuit, but it was like friends with benefits, or like only like an F buddy kind of a scenario. Like it was mostly physically a connection, sexually a connection, but there was no emotional connection here. Pages are always indications of opportunities. With it reversed, I think that this is about that opportunity being closed. And it just means that there's something better for you. A wish is granted. So if this is in pursuit of like a romantic connection, there's someone better for you, and you are on that right road to success. Why do you need to know this information? 7 of Pentacles reversed. Your investment in this relationship is not going to give you the results that you're looking for. And again, there is something better for you. So how do you go about getting to this better relationship? You walk away from the one that you're in now. The biggest thing that I always say, especially like if you're very sure that you are ready for a romantic connection, is it's important to define not only what the personality is of that person that you want to be with, but also who you are, what you feel, like who you are at your core when you are with this person. Is it important to you to feel dependent on, like, do you want to be buddy with this person where like you do everything together? Or do you want to be more independent and like have a life on your own and then spend more time with this person? What are this person's likes and interests? Like, do they like to travel themselves? Are they a homebody? Are they crafty? Do they love to do things with their hands? Like, describe aspects about their personality and how it would match up with yours, and then what kind of activities you'd want to do together as a couple. And then once you have that defined, you want to find ways that will help you feel the way that future self feels when you were in that relationship. So say, for example, you want to go on like dates to like make pottery together or something cute. Then you literally go do that. You go to the places where like you can pick I don't know what it's called. I think it's like a wish granted or something. It's a place where you can go pick out like pottery pieces and then paint them how you like them. And then, you know, you can get your cup or your mug or whatever it is that you choose to paint after it's fired in the kiln. Literally just go take yourself on the dates or do the things that you would want to do with that person there as a means of helping you get to the feeling that you want to be feeling when you are with that person. That is the best way to manifest anything in life, but it also helps, especially if you're looking to meet a romantic partner. Because what will happen is this like ricochet effect where by doing these activities, you're going to give off the energy and the essence of like actually enjoying it and actually pursuing it. And like, you know, when you're in a group of like people, or if you're in a room and you can just kind of tell that someone is glowing, like they are clearly like showing that they're having a good time, they're enjoying themselves, they're feeling passionately about whatever it is the event is organized around or whatever. That's what you're going to start embodying. And you will be like a moth. Well, you know, people will be like moths to your flame in particular because you're giving off that light so naturally, just because you're doing things that you enjoy doing and that you love. Let's see what else we need to know. Okay, so we have here 10 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. So 10 of Wands is an indication of like having a lot of baggage or burden in your life right now. It could mean clearing up some space for you with either doing some spring cleaning of your relationships, of like your home, or of like activities that you don't feel a lot of like joy towards. So that's a big thing too, is you want to consider how do you want to feel, but then in order to call in that feeling, you have to be willing to release aspects of your life that are not contributing to that feeling. So like a little bit of an extreme example is if you want to feel healthy and alive in this relationship and like you want to go on runs together, maybe you need to work towards releasing the habit of emotional eating. Or maybe there's an unhealthy habit of like smoking or something like that, right? So there is going to be a few habits that you will need to release before you can call in this relationship. And usually when the 10 of Wands comes up too, for me, this is an indication of you being ready to do shadow work. And if you've never heard of shadow work before, it's essentially the process of learning what aspects about your subconscious you feel the most regret or shame towards, and then doing the steps to find love and acceptance for that part of yourself so that you can move forward and live a happier life. If you've never done shadow work before, I would encourage you to come check out my free shadow work and tarot course. It's in the description. And it is an 11-lesson course with a workbook that teaches you about shadow work and how to use tarot as a tool for helping you with it. So you might really enjoy that. Now, the next piece to this is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is a reference to apprenticeships and craftsmanships. So this is going to be a period of time in which you devote time and effort and like putting in time to learning a new skill. And it could be, again, shadow work or like learning to practice self-care so that you can embody that feeling of that person that you want to be when you're with this future romantic partner. So yeah, there's some good things ahead for you. You are on the road to success. This is coming, but there is some action that you are being asked to take in order to get there. So that is the message for group number 3.